What if I told you there's a systemic change taking place in American healthcare today that you've probably never heard of? It's called ICHRA, Individual Health Coverage Retirement Arrangements. And since launching in 2020, adoption of these plans has grown over 1,000%. ICHRA lets employees choose plans that fits their lifestyle. Meanwhile, it also lets employers have what they wanted for decades, predictable healthcare costs. It's a win for everyone. But explosive growth also causes explosive problems. The brokers and administrators who manage these plans have been doing so without tools designed to manage them. That's the bottleneck, and that's also the opportunity. Jacob Sheridan, Ross Honig, and Andrew Spott saw this. 3 entrepreneurs, one with deep roots in healthcare benefits, another with 20 plus years in benefits operations, and a third one with the technical firepower to build the software that administer these plans. Together, they've developed a purpose-built platform built for this moment. In an incredibly short period of time, they've secured clients, they've been featured at industry conferences, and they've caught the attention of some large strategic partners. The market is ready, the time is right, the team is here. Please join me in welcoming Andrew and Jacob.
Ethan, thank you so much. And thanks to everyone at JumpStart. This has just been a fantastic experience for us, and we're so appreciative of being able to be part of this. Good afternoon. My name is Jacob Sheridan. I'm the co-founder and CEO of PitchdicatbleBenefits. I'm joined by my co-founder, Andrew Spott, who I'll introduce in a minute. PitchdicatbleBenefits, as Ethan did a fantastic job introducing us, is a white-labeled software platform for brokers and TPAs, enabling them to administer ICHRAs. It enables these different types of brokers that we'll talk about, and there's 4 of them that we'll talk about today, to offer this product that was first started in 2017 with an executive order, later finalized in 2019. ICHRAs, as Ethan mentioned, are a new type of benefit that has been very popular as of late. And it's interesting, I looked at some data prior to this presentation for Ohio, trying to understand the cost of an ICHRA plan using individual plans compared to a small group plan. And the results were a little astounding. Across the 88 counties in Ohio, it's cheaper in every single one to purchase an ICHRA. A 50-year-old buying a silver plan, which is an average plan, would pay $733 less, or 58% less, with an individual plan over a small group plan. So these are going to be very, have a lot of momentum coming up here, given these pricing dynamics. Oh, that didn't work. All right, the team building this. So I have 15 years of healthcare and software experience. Most recently, I spent the last 10 years working with third-party administrators. That's where I met Ross Honig. Why don't you just leave that alone? I'll just use that. Great. Ross Honig is an owner of 2 third-party administrators with offices in California, Texas, and New Jersey. He has been in the ICHRA space since 2021 and firsthand dealt with problems trying to bring this product to market to his existing distribution channel of brokers. And then Andrew Spott, our CTO and CMO, 20 years building awesome products for all sorts of fun brands, many of which are in Cleveland. All right, so why are we here? There are 45 and growing number of ICHRA platforms that are competing against health insurance brokers and TPAs. So you have a broker, they work with an employer. The employer wants to move to this new type of arrangement, which we talked about earlier, is way more cost effective. What happens is these existing platforms come in and say, of course, Mr. Broker, Mrs. Broker, we'll take care of this for you. We're going to take care of the client now. We'll take all the commission, and we're going to charge high fees to enable this savings as well. All right, so what we've done is developed white-labeled software for health insurance brokers and TPAs, enabling them to own the relationship, keep control, keep their commission. As a health insurance broker, you take away their commission, you take away everything. So what's been really interesting is the movement that we've seen in Washington. As mentioned before, ICHRA started with an executive order in 2017. They were then In 2019, a rule was finalized, and now we have $30 billion of federal subsidies that are expiring, and states now are launching incentives to support ICHRAs, mostly in the form of tax credits for small businesses with less than 50 employees. I've never seen tailwinds like this in any market I've operated in. Go to market. So I mentioned earlier 4 distribution channels. So there's a number of different ways that we can attack these brokers. There's field marketing organizations that serve ACA brokers. There's third-party administrators, and I've spent the last 10 years of my life serving them. Health plans, which can really drive this market, and then general agencies that serve group brokers. Next slide. Our business model. There's 4 ways that we make money at Predictable Benefits. We have a software licensing fee of $95. We also charge a fee, $5 per employee per month for every single employee that enrolls on our platform. Those revenue streams are great. If we only had those, that'd be fine. But thankfully, we make a lot more money from payments, the 2 on the bottom. We make around 1% of every single premium transaction going through our platform. And these insurance policies, we're not talking about $10, $50. We're talking about $1,000, sometimes $2,000, maybe $3,000. And then 1% from PB Marketplace payment transactions for other types of products beyond medical, along with a marketplace that we've developed to connect different brokers to serve each other. Over 80% gross margins at scale. So we have customers, as Ethan mentioned. We're very, very fortunate that we have a really great group of engaged customers using our software now, giving us tons of feedback, emailing me, calling me. I was having a call last night at 8 o'clock with one of them that wants to put a group on for 7/1. So we're launching July 1st. We've been spending a lot of time working with our broker partners and helping them figure out what groups we can put on the platform. And we have a very, very ambitious target of 10,000 lives this open enrollment season, which occurs between November through the end of January. So our fundraising plan. To achieve our goals, and these are not easy goals to achieve, we're going to raise some money. We do need investment. We are engaged with strategic investors. I've been in the industry for a very long time. We've been very fortunate to start some conversations now with like everyone that we want to talk to at any stage of our business. And it's putting us in a really unique position where we have a bunch of folks that want to write checks. But one of the things that Andrew and I, who both have started other companies, are really focused on is structure, right? You could raise all the money that you want, but if you don't set the structure up the right way, it just doesn't matter. And so we're very, very focused on finding a lead investor to support this fundraise. And we have parties already at the table from the administration side, distribution side, and payments. And, you know, as Aaron and Bill mentioned earlier, they were talking about champions. One of the things that we did early on this year was raise a small pre-seed round from owners of brokerages, third-party administrators, someone who formerly sold their PEO. And we have these champions behind us in a way that I've never seen before. Someone that wrote a $5,000 check to us introduced us to one of the top venture capital firms last week. So how are we going to be using the funds? Will give us 18 months of runway. We have a really, really aggressive roadmap that Andrew and our team is executing on. I'm running go-to-market and inside sales. Ads and marketing, it's something that we've been neglecting because we've just been focused on building the product and making it so that employees can actually enroll in July. And so we need to spend more time and build up a team to support that. And then data. There's actually a whole nother data play, a revenue stream associated with data. And in order to start to unlock that, there is some that we need to acquire. So thank you so much for your time today. 2 ways you can help us. Very, very clear. Maybe kind of 3. Lead or join our $5 million round, and then introduce us to health insurance brokers. Any that you've worked with, we'd love to talk to every single one of them. Thank you so much.